Hey everyone, welcome to our final guest. Nealay, you're the finale guest for
Yay!
the
Hi, everybody. I'm always ready to bring up the rear, you know?
This is
I'm here for
awesome. For our Customer Appreciation Week. It's been what a week, and I'm so excited to get to host our friend Nealay of SilverSilk and more for the final guest. And then we still have one more presentation because we've got an after party after this. But we're going to take a look at this Fontaine bead bundle. And also, I think Nealay has a very special pop-up shop that he put together for all of you. So it's gonna be a good one, and it looks like some of my favorite colors are in this bundle that Nealay put together for us.
Yeah, I think that makes the two of us. I really just self-indulged with this one.
It's beautiful. I love the theme and the colors. It's very regal but also very serene. I love it. It's beautiful.
I think that's exactly the two words that I would have described this with. Just like a nice end of summer garden where you could kind of see the leaves slightly turning colors. Like it's exactly like right now, you know? And then
Right.
just
That little
being,
bit of glow, that hint.
yes, exactly. Like, that fall's just right around the corner. But like the tranquility part of it is just sitting by a fountain and listening to the water and birds and just absorbing nature. And so that's where I sort of picked up these gorgeous, lush, regal colors, greens and golds and antique coppers. So it's got a very earthy, but also, I don't know, glitzy. It's got like a glint of gold into it.
Yes. It's a little gilded.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the word I was searching for. Earthy, but gilded.
Perfect. I love it. Well, let's pop that off here and see your beautiful face. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Oh, gosh, our friends are here. We got Leslie Pope. Hi, Leslie. And Miss Liz and Mary and Cecilia. And Stephanie Howard is here, too. And Lori. Oh, my gosh. Hi, guys.
All of your friends.
All my
Yay.
friends, my bead buddies.
I love it. Well, I'm going to let Nealay talk a little bit about SilverSilk and more in himself, and I'm going to put myself on mute and do some sharing since I'm moderating and hosting today for this segment.
Thomas is off today, so we're a little DIY on the back end here, but
yeah,
it's the last presentation.
Maybe I will spotlight you too, Nealay.
You didn't have to, but I'll take it. Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know who I am Nealay Patel. I'm the owner, designer, and educator here at SilverSilk and more. And SilverSilk is a knitted wire jewelry chain. I acquired the company about 5 years ago now, or 6. I lost count. I think it's around 6 years. And since then have sort of revamped some of the product line, created new product lines, and knitted my way to hopefully a very successful and creative jewelry chain that you guys can use for making amazing things, amazing designs. The top line of SilverSilk and more is the capture chain, and I'm up to now 26 colors, which is unbelievable. And then I've got 7 different lines under that. But yeah, I feel like my creativity comes from almost a couple decades now. Is that right? How old am I? It feels like a long time now. It is. It actually.
Did you say 26 colors?
26 colors. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And that's in the capture chain, which
That's
is
in the capture chain. Yeah. Whenever I acquired the company, it was. I think they only had 8. They were ready to kind of give up all the colors, but I was like, no, bring back all of them. So I've tried diligently to do that. But yeah, I've been designing for a long time now. And so with my years of experience in meeting Softflex in my early years, they've helped me hone my talent and skills for designing, and I've been able to use it for this company to really elevate everything about it. And I do everything for the company. I'm a one-man show. I've got one helper on the side that helps me package stuff occasionally. Her name is Bailey. She's amazing. And then, of course, I've got Danielle and Joan helping me navigate the rough waters of social media. But they are incredible. So we're a very small, lean team of our own individual businesses. And I'm doing everything from packaging to procuring to knitting wire on my machine and shipping it out to you guys. So it is all
designing all the beautiful bundles and all of the kits and all of the gorgeous, and all of the designing too. Yes. So
the designing. Well, that's the fun part. When you get into like having to do inventory and all the billing and all the accounting, that's the boring part. That's the no fun part.
I know. And unfortunately, that part does take up quite a bit of time, doesn't it?
It's gotten a little better with tech, but it's still like you've got to keep your eyes on everything constantly.
Yes. I love that you've got helpers on the social media front, because that part is always moving, always changing. People are always trying to, interact and engage, and it's hard to keep up with on your own. And it's so good to have some friends there.
I would also attribute that to TGBE, our Little Gray Bead Extravaganza group, because we have a network of experts, really, with technology and how stores should work these days. So I love the information swap that we get there, and it just keeps kind of current and on trend for where we need to be. So but it takes a village. It certainly takes a village.
It certainly does. Oh my gosh. Well, we are so grateful you're here with us. I think you've been on the Customer Appreciation Week event since the beginning. Mm-hmm. So thank you for always being just such a
time. This is a nice pick up in September. I will say that.
It is. We ended up
of events for me personally, and so like I got TGBE that happens midsummer, and then like nothing through fall, and then this sort of fills in that in between space.
I think that's why we ended up with September that first year, is because we were kind of like, okay, there's a spot. Like there's a spot. Here it is.
Now it's built into my calendar as if I'm going to like participate until you decide to like give it up.
I'm curious what's going to happen next year, because this falls on my wedding anniversary week, and so every year it kind of falls on that. My this year it was Monday. My anniversary was Monday.
Oh, happy anniversary! That's incredible.
Thank you.
3 years.
I know. And next year is going to be 25 years. So this year was 24. Next year will be 25 years. 25. So I know. So I'm curious. Do I tell them now that I'm going to be off for customer appreciation?
Actually, I would strike after the event is over, because I'm sure our Softflix will be on a high.
Yeah. It's a good time, right? It's a good time to let them know. So by the way, or if Softflix would like to send me somewhere exotic and I can host from there, that could work.
There is some workaround possibilities to this.
Have laptop, will travel.
Yep. Well, you know what? You bring your equipment and you can be sent out into paradise.
Deb says, I think you did just tell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's out of the bag now, Deb.
There it is. I put it out there. So yeah, we'll see what happens next year. But I'm like, it always falls like right on my anniversary week. So I'm usually trying to figure out how to maneuver that. Or it's my son's birthday tomorrow too. So it's like, it's a big week over here in Kristen land.
So Midsummer Market falls around my birthday usually. And this year wasn't a milestone, but next year will be. So I'm curious.
Same thing. You're like, how am I going to navigate?
I'm going to navigate around that, but We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes, I need Parisian beads. There you go. I need to go shop for some Parisian beads.
Agreed. That's a great
Oh my
idea.
gosh. I can wave at everyone from the beach. Yeah, they can send me on an anniversary / bead shopping expedition special for Customer Appreciation Week. I like where this is going.
Listen, you do a little bit of bead shopping / video work, and then like spend the rest of the time on the beach. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Perfect. I love it. Well, this has been a great little powwow to figure out how I'm going to do that next year. So thanks everyone for the info. I'm digging it.
You're going to hear it from him later. I know it.
I know, right? I'm going to be like, what happened? Next year. So our vote next year is not going to be on the CAW bag like we did for this year. It's going to be on where should we send Kristen and her husband. Because I guess he has to come with me, right? So
he does. It's kind of, I mean, it takes two to have that sort of anniversary. So probably. You know what? He needs to also lift a few things, I'm sure.
That's so true. That is so
what if
true.
you had a bag that had camera things in it?
He might have to take some photos. He might have to be involved with some of the lighting.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes. For sure.
I think, yeah, he needs to be involved.
Well, if you notice, there's a little scrolling banner happening that I just popped on the screen. We are going to give away some fluorite Softlex beading wire today.
That's my favorite.
I know it is. It's a Nealay special, and I think it would go lovely with the bundle of items that you're sharing with us today, too.
In fact, well, it was included in the bundle of items. I included it.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know if this was planned on purpose or not, but.
Well, Sarah did plan all of the giveaways, and I think she took everyone into account because so far it's lined up with the presenters super well, and so it's been pretty funny. So yeah, I'm sure she chose fluorite because she knows it's one of your favorites.
And I'm wearing fluorite, in fact.
You are. You are wearing fluorite. It's like you didn't even have the memo, and you showed up wearing fluorite.
Well, I'm giving fluorite. That's what I'm giving today.
I love it. So yeah, so there's a giveaway happening. You got to be here at the end to win. And I'm going to give away a 10-foot spool of Softlex beading wire in the fluorite color. This is in honor of a new bundle we put together this week, which is all 12 colors of current Softlex medium product. Someone had asked recently, because, you know, we do the trios, and they said, well, do you have a list of what trios I can buy to get all of the colors? And we were like, oh, why don't we just have a bundle of all of the colors?
Everything, just include everything, like a rainbow bundle.
Yeah, so we did just launch that at softlexcompany.com, where you can get all 12 so that you have every single color in the medium Softlex beading wire line. It's now available, and you'll get a little bit of a discount when you buy it, you know, in that pack. So in honor of that, we're giving away a spool of wire on every video, except for the after party after this. We're going to be giving away one of our kits. So join us back for the after party at 1 p.m. to get one of those kits.
It's right after my show, I think, or our show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Okay, so take it away, Nealay. What are you sharing with us today?
Yay! Well, I need to flip my camera around, and then I need to get a little bit of chapstick because my lips are dry.
All right, I'm gonna
let me flip this around, and then I'm gonna talk you guys through what I've done.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them about the Customer Appreciation Week treat bag we have right now. You can get this free with your order of $129 or more. Use that code CAWTREAT, CAWTREAT, over at softlexcompany.com. The treat bag retails at $50. That includes the bag itself as well as the items inside the bag. And the art on the bag is by me. You could check out my website at kristenfagan.com to see all of the fun things that I'm up to. You can also find links to my my Redbubble shop. There's things that you can purchase with this particular art on it, different tote bags and stickers and prints and all sorts of fun stuff, as well as some other of my art pieces there too. This deal for the CAW treat bag is good until Tuesday or while supplies last. That's September 23rd or while supplies last. It's not valid with any other order discounts. So if you get one of those, you can just check out as a guest if you want to take advantage of this particular offer. And then let me know when you're ready, Nealay.
I am ready anytime.
Okay.
So the thing with my bundles. Basically, I sold out of all of them. So I don't really have anything to show you guys bundle-wise, but I do have parts and pieces and elements from the kit. So I'm going to construct.
And then you do have a pop-up shop happening too, which I think has some similar things.
Yeah. And in fact, you can use the code 10POP during checkout to get an extra 10% off of the beads that are in there.
And that's the number 10 POP?
Yep. I kept it simple. I guess I could have just done POP. It so 10 pop, it expires on Sunday at midnight. Stuff FYI. So I thought I would construct a couple different designs just to show you guys like some options. There's some really fun elements within the bundle, including gemstones, some Czech glass. I did include crimps and beading wire as well. Of course, we've got the Stopflex fluorite, which is what you guys are giving away today, but it also matches my shirt, which I'm very excited about. And then I just have like basic things like clasp. But I thought I would show you guys, I'm not sure which project I want to show you first. I think we'll start with the bracelet, because I had this idea to use these slider crimps. These are from SilverSilk. And do kind of like a mixed matched bracelet, something or another, using some Stopflex. But I thought I would braid it as like one of my strands and then maybe use some capture chain for another strand and then use some Czech glass by itself for another strand and kind of slide them all in there. So that's kind of what I'm going to be working on, I think. But I'm going to start with, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm a little nasally today. So if I sound high-pitched, that's why. From allergies.
You sound great.
I appreciate that. I'm going to cut about a foot of Stopflex, but I'm going to cut 3 strands. And I should not use my scissors. I should use some cutters. See if I can grab them sitting out here somewhere. Oh, there they are. And I thought about braiding them.
Ooh.
You know, you get a whole 10-foot spool of Stopflex, so really all you need is some slide crimps to do this. But the idea here is I'm going to gather them up, and I'm going to use a crimp at the end, because you're going to see what's going down here.
This is fun. I love the slider crimps. I think they're really pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, they have the same finish as my other findings. And so, you know, the 5 layers of plating, they're incredibly robust. They're made out of brass. They're, whoop, I know what's wrong. This one's needs to be trimmed just a smidge. There we go. But yeah, here we go. And then I can't decide if I want to use my regular crimpers or I'll try for the magical crimpers. Go for it. But I'm going to make a little ball at the end that I could slide into my sliding clasp, my sliding crimp.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
cool. So great.
That creates a strand where I could start to add stuff to it. Now, here's the hard part is like, do I really want to start with that? Or do I want to put in, like, you got to figure out your arrangement first, you know? I'm kind
So
of
it's flat on the bottom, right? Is that what you, so when you pushed it down, it doesn't kind of come through, right? So you have to decide which one goes in first.
Yes. Now this could come out too, this side. So like they could both be interchangeable, you know? But for me, the less I bend it, the more strength it'll have. Yeah. So with capture chain, you just flatten out the mesh within the chain, and then you just kind of slide that down. So you can start with that first and then add in this, which I kind of like that because it frames this part a little bit better. So I think what I'm going to do now is like just do like a loose braid of some beads interwoven with it. And within the bundle, you get a bunch of gemstones, right? You get some boulder opal, some misty quartz. I forget what these were. Aquamarine, perhaps.
Ooh, that is a luscious mix.
Yeah. Get some Czech glass with the travertine. It's beautiful. So there's little Ziploc bags of them within the bundle, and I just kind of spill them out and mix them.
Speaking of opal, I have to find some opal because apparently that's for year 24. Is opal is like the traditional gift. So I was thinking, I must have some opal. I think I do in my stash. I'm gonna look while you're playing.
Do it. I am very curious.
Because I think I need to make myself a piece of jewelry with opal this week.
Yes, it's only for good luck. You must.
I must, and if I don't have it, I might have to go watch a live sale. If I don't know if we had any opal in this week.
Shop from your own live sale. I love it.
I mean, that's really where most of my beads come from.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
I love it.
Our own live sale.
Yeah. Yeah, I hold some stuff off for myself from the pop-up shop.
Of course. I mean, you must. You have to.
Like, I'm like, well, I have to make samples with this. And then it ends up in my stash for many months, sometimes years.
We do have some pretty opal beads on the website too, that I always enjoy looking at. So yeah, I might have like some Peruvian opal. It's such a pretty color. Is that kind of what you might have there? Because I feel like it's a similar color.
I'm not sure. These are dyed.
Okay. Well, my initial spot where I was going to look doesn't have any opal in it, so I'm going to have to look somewhere else and see. I'd be surprised if I don't have any, though.
You must have one opal.
Right?
Just a opal.
Just a opal.
There's also some pre-night that was inside of the mix.
Ooh, what's that one?
Pre-night.
Oh yeah, that's a cool looking pre-night.
I know. I love the stones. I love what I picked out. Is what I'm really trying to say.
Man, I have good taste.
Man, I have great taste. Okay, well, I'm still braiding. It's a very loose braid, as you can see. And I think I just need to get to a length where I'm happy with it. And then figure out some other trinkets and chains to kind of weave into this. Let's see. So that'll go here. This will go here. And let's do another black. Or we could, yeah, we'll do another black with travertine. This looks good. Maybe another mist. And we'll wrap it up with a pre-night.
I missed my chance with getting this bundle because I'm not having any luck finding it.
Oh no.
I almost feel like I might I picture something I made a long time ago with a pink opal, but I feel like I don't know if I have it anymore. I feel like that's something I may have gifted.
Let's see. Do I do another one of these, or do I do a different color? I think I might do a different color. I've got silver, which is kind of a nice mixed media contrast with all of it. So we could do that and then do like just a strung row of these.
Ooh, that's a great combo.
Wrap it up with, and then maybe do, I feel like these need some sort of spacer maybe between them just to kind of help them along.
Because the other strand is so kind of open, has a lot of space in it.
Yeah.
Sherry's loving it. Becky loves.
Oh, hi, Becky and Jenny. So fun.
Yeah, Becky and Jenny love the organic look with the braided strand. Let me go back and see if I missed any comments while I was digging around in my beads. I agreed, Liz. Very tranquil colors. Super pretty.
Okay, when you do this, you do have to make sure that you've got a couple strands running through the crimp if you're going to use the magical crimpers. Because the more you stuff it, the easier it is to make that crimp nice and round. And after that, you just slide it right in. Might have to trim off the top a little bit. There we go. And then I'm conflicted if I want to do flat mesh or if I want to do the capture chain.
Oh.
I could do, there's too many to choose from, you guys.
Right, 26 of them.
Well, that's just one line. Now I've got leather cord that I could do.
Oh, that's true too. That would give it a different texture.
Yeah, which I think would be kind of fun. Now, leather tends to be a little bit less drapey, is all. So that one is going to be an interesting. Now I've got that color, or I've got this one, but I think that might match too much. Kind of like the silver. I think I'm gonna go with that silver color.
I like it. I think it's picking up some of those tones from the beads.
I do too. Did I ever show you the trick with the sliders and making sure stuff is kind of like evenly spaced out?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I would have some seed beads in size 8, and it doesn't matter the color. And all you do is you just drop a seed bead into the slide crimp to give yourself a fake little space.
Oh, that's so cool. So size 8 fits perfectly.
Yeah, it does. And then see how it doesn't go past or butt up against the capture chain?
Ah, what a great trick.
Yeah. So then you just kind of space those accordingly. And for leather cord, you want to really like make the tip nice and pressed flat. And then that should just slide right in. Sometimes getting those knitted wires in there is really the the big trick, but otherwise, let me do that again.
Oh, loving that. Brilliant, Nealay. That's so clever, says Becky and Jenny. Liz likes that tip.
Yeah,
so good. So good.
Let me try that again. You guys know I'm all about perfection. I will not stop until it looks perfect.
I found more beads. Okay. I was like, where? I know I have.
You're still on that quest. You're on a side.
I was like, I know I've got more like gemstone beads somewhere. I just found it. You know, sometimes I organize to a fault where it's like you forget where you put stuff.
That happens. It happens to me too.
I know. I'm loving this idea too, Karen. It's awesome.
I'm going to open up my slide crimp just a little bit to make it easier to go through with my leather cord. So I just use my chain nose pliers to make the tip a little bit wider. And then I'm just going to try and press it down as far as it can go before I slide it in. There we go. Okay, and you can see the seed beads are preventing it from bunching up against each other.
This is the coolest.
Let me see if I can get close to that dropping my beads. There we go. Okay, and so now I just have to drop in another seed bead, and then I can put in my single strand there. I think I need to close this back up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then in fact,
slider clasps you've got in stock on your website if they go to custom findings.
Oh yeah, custom findings, and it'll be right in there with the other selection of findings. And I have it in 6 different colors. So there's some options. I need to find a surface.
And then you just hook up a clasp on the end between them. They don't slide into each other in addition, right?
So, no, nothing like that.
Right. Okay.
All right.
I am finding like every stone but. I'm like so funny.
Every stone except for the one you need, right?
Right. I know. Wait.
You guys, place your bets. Will Kristen find it at the end of the show?
It's not looking good.
Do I want to do a pale mustard between this? I think I do. This is like, I am very much indulging in my own color scheme right now. It is truly the
mustard is such a great color for this time of year. I love it.
I love it for all the time.
This is true. It is kind of great for the summer as well.
Depends what you pair it with, I guess. But yeah, I have only ever known it really for fall, but I will find an excuse to like bring it out regardless.
Oh, this feels comical now.
Why? Because you're not finding it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, and dropping beads.
I heard that.
Okay. I don't know. So I might have to buy opals.
On the next live sale.
Yeah. We have one happening right now that's good until Monday, but I don't know that opals were on there. So I might have to just look at the website and see. I can't believe that. This is why it's always good to have a list of beads that you have not yet acquired, right? So you're like, the next time I go shopping, this is what I need.
It feels nice discovering it for the very first time, like even if it's beads that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. I'm kind of partial to the Peruvian opal colors because they're kind of the same, like the colors like you're using.
Yeah.
Those soft blue greens.
Love it.
Oh, Karen's. I didn't think so, Karen. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched most of it. She says they weren't on the sale this week.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Bummer.
But you know what? I know how to get into our back end and see if there's any that have been on the sale before.
That sounds quite devious. I like it.
It is a little devious, and I'll have to be like, Rosa, send me pictures of opals, and she'll be like, Kristen, don't I have enough to do? Like, what? You're bothering me.
I have enough to do.
And to send you pictures of opals.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so same thing here is I've strung all of my Czech glass that I wish to string on this. So I'm going to just string back through with my soft flex once I get it. And I am keeping this bracelet at a curve just to make sure that I've got a pretty good tension on everything, allowing it to wrap comfortably into itself. So it's got really good flex to it. So here is pretty good. I'm just gonna, and I also have to account that I'm going to stuff it into a slide crimp. So I want to leave enough space for that, you know? But once
I've seen you do multi-strands with your silver silk. How many can you usually get into one of those slider clasps?
If I just use the captor chain, I can get up to 6 or 7. I think 7 was the max, but it was really packed. So right. 6 comfortably. Okay. And looks like the only other thing I got to crimp is this braided strand here. So let me take a quick measure. It looks like I might need to have my crimp right about there. And I don't have a crimp out, so we'll do that.
Let's all give Nealay some love, some hearts, some thumbs up on this video. What a cool design he's got going on here.
Oh, thank you. All right, so slide that down. And probably need to braid this up again a little bit, but kind of just work out anything at this point before you crimp down, because then you won't have that chance again. But I think overall I pretty much got it where I needed it to be. So right there. Okay, so we'll go in, give it a good squish.
Super talented. Yes, Nealay is so super talented.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. Some days I have good days and bad days. Some days I cannot design anything to save my life.
We all have that. So it's nice to know that that happens to you. Happens to all of us.
It indeed does. Okay. And then here I'm not going to really stretch this, but I kind of just want to set it down. The knitted wire, because of the way that it is, it does have a little bit of elasticity, not a whole lot, but a little bit of elasticity. But I kind of want to just measure it to where I have enough give. So it looks like about right there, maybe. And then I'm ready to just sort of slide everything down. So I kind of like to match the logos up on my slide crimp. And it's open on the opposite end, so I kind of have to go backwards here, I guess. But you'll slide this in. Well, in fact, I will slide in a seed bead first. And then this. And another seed bead.
So you're going up the opposite way this time to make sure that the logo is facing the same.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. And then I'll give this a good press. The leather is quite malleable, so like, just give it a good press there.
What color's on the inside of that leather? Is it like the sandy color?
It's actually a like misty gray color, like a cool misty gray color. And then it's got silver over it. So this one I call Gray Goose in the collection.
Cool. I'll link to all of your wire chains.
Oh, thank you.
Annie says, oh yeah, some days I need inspiration. It's true. It's funny. It's sometimes you can feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to design something ever again. And really your brain's just like, no, I just needed a break.
Like I just needed a chocolate or something.
Yeah.
The world is not ending today.
Go take a little break back and everything will be just fine. A reset. There's a few things I like to do. What do you like to do to reset? Like if you're having one of those days where you're just like, okay, I need to.
Well, I'm sort of a nerd, and so like I'll go play video games like a teenager.
And yeah, well, that's good because it uses a different part of your brain, I'm sure.
It does. Well, it really feeds into my ADHD, I think. But you know, it gives me a sense of like instant gratification that I am yearning for. That jewelry is supposed to give me, but sometimes it doesn't if you're not able to create. So find another activity that's creative, but doesn't require a whole lot of like thought process. Cooking is also one of these things.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I feel like cooking is very cathartic and creative, and it gives you something that you enjoy at the end, you know?
Right. Then you get a delicious meal out of it. That's awesome.
Exactly. So the only other thing I'm going to do to this is I'm going to grab a hammer and I'm going to show you a thing. Do you remember when Brenda Schwader had these amazing hammers that like...
Oh, yes. You have one?
And I treasure them.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. They're so beautiful.
They are gorgeous. So all I'm going to do is just go on my surface and I'm just going to kind of gently hammer that end down a little bit. Just to kind of work harden it. Nice.
Oh, someone is asking, is there anything you have to do to the leather end to have it go into the crimp, the slide crimp? You just sort of flattened it.
I just flattened it with some chain nose pliers. So in fact, I'll show you. Ugh. So here's what I used. And then I just took some chain nose pliers and
just to kind of give it into that. It has like a little tiny divot there when you do that. Yeah. Slides it in.
Mm-hmm. That's all. And it just goes whoop. You know. And then the only other thing, because there's not enough other things.
One more thing.
When you select a class, and I'm just going to use the ones from my store. I have some jump rings that I like to use, but the slide crimp, you could do this before using the slide crimp, but it ultimately doesn't matter. Is that I just use a beading awl and I just go in and kind of open this up a little bit. to make that bigger. And that'll help the jump ring go in a little bit easier.
Ah, that's a good point, Jenny. Jenny says that she just mentioned gaming in her last video. She is a completionist. So there's something very satisfying about completing the quest or collecting all the things.
100%. Yes.
So while you guys are busy completing things, my go-to is I have a hammock in my yard that I will go lay on. And it doesn't matter if it's like 115 degrees in the middle of the summer. Like I go out there and I swing on my hammock, and there's something about the swinging and just staring up at the clouds. I love cloud spotting. And sometimes in Arizona, though, we don't have any clouds because it's so dry. It's just a beautiful blue sky. And then I'm hoping for like some fun birds and stuff to fly overhead because we have a lot of big birds. That was one thing that was interesting when I lived in Hawaii this past last year now, kind of. But has
it been that long? I feel like it was just.
Oh my gosh. I know. It's so crazy. Well, I came home early this year. So yeah. So it was fall of last year till early this year. It was just 6 months that we were there. But there were no big birds, which is funny to think about. Yeah, well, being in Arizona, I see hawks all the time, and like I see vultures and just like those kind of birds of prey. There's even like eagles' nests over by the lake where I'm at. So if I go over there, so I just am used to seeing like birds of prey, like those big birds in the sky. And that was one thing that I noticed there. I was like, oh, there's just like little birds. There's no big birds. And it's probably just because of the location, right? Like it's just so far from land, and the little birds probably got there like on a boat or something. They probably hitchhiked a little ride or something like that, you know? Because they do. And then I think they have some birds up on Haleakala, like specialty birds for the area, but they're not like the big birds you'd see here that I was used to spotting from my yard. Oh, Nealay, this is so pretty.
Yeah, it's just like an easy little, well, maybe the clasp isn't. I'd change it out probably to magnetic clasp if I had a choice. But otherwise, like it's just a multi-strand, like, you know, easy peasy something or another.
It's so cool.
I think
Marianne said she had some birds on their cruise ship. Yeah, see, they hitch a ride.
They do. They certainly do.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. And I bet you if you got that bead bundle, there's still a ton of things in there to play with.
Yes. Well, and I wondered if do we have an extra few minutes to do another project?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay. I wanted to assemble using, and I've got lots of these pendants left in the pop-up shop. These are the Fontaine.
That is pretty.
They're all different colors. Let me see if I can find them. They're right here.
The Fontaine pendant.
I just sent them to you, Kristen, because they're not opals, but
they're really reasonable too.
Yeah, they're super, super priced well. They're
all my gosh, those are stunning.
So just add them all to cart.
Yes, exactly. Here, grab your pendant. I'm posting the link right now.
Yeah, they're super, super cute. So anyway, they're between like blue and green hues too, as you could see. So
they remind me of a lampwork bead, like the shape that they are. They look like a lampwork bead.
They do look like lampwork beads.
So cool.
So I just added a pre-night above and below, and then just did a simple little like wire wrap loop with soft flex craft wire, 22 gauge. And so I'm going to start that as my pendant. And then I made this, but I was going to show you guys how I made it using
That
some
is
craft
so
wire.
fun. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's just an
So
easy
is that
little.
some of your, do you have those cones too?
Yeah, I do. These are also custom made. As you can see, it's got that knitting
Oh, I
pattern
see
on
it's got the knitting pattern. That is, I love that all the way around.
it.
That texture is so great.
Yeah, these are my pride. I feel like you know, when you get to make your own findings, that's when you feel like you've reached the ultimate status in life.
Right? Like, because everything, oh, that's beautiful. It all just goes so well. And now you've got your little knitting on there. That is
Yeah.
amazing.
So let me grab one of those so I can show you guys how to make that. There's a couple of different ways that you could do. You could either glue it into the cap, or I'm gonna try wire wrapping it. So if some of us are glue aversionists, I don't know what the right one is. If there's a version to glue. And I'm looking for my wire. I've got 20 gauge. Ideally, 22 would be best in gold, but no. That's okay though.
That's what I was using. That's what I was using this week.
I think I can make this work. I've got some extra spare wire here. There we go.
Oh, they're called cord caps, aren't they? Is that right?
Oh,
no.
sorry. Yes, I should help with the linking, but I haven't.
No, that's okay. I'm just browsing on your site right now.
The 6mm cord, hollow mesh cord ends. So they're typically used for the hollow mesh is what I would recommend. But I found, you know, with my findings, they have to have versatility for everything. So
I found them. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And so, you know, it's got great. They also come in 6 different colors. So you could really match up whatever you want to your findings. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do this with 20 gauge. I don't know if it's gonna work as well, but we'll give it a good run here. But I'm gonna grab some of that. Probably just need like between like 4 and 6 inches. So not yay much. And I'm going to grab my SilverSilk. So I want to do 3 strands. 4 will not fit into the cap, especially with this thick of a wire that I've got going on. So you kind of only want to use 3 strands at most. You can mix and match the colors. I'm just using this fall color, which is the gold ball chain with the antique copper that's been knitted over it.
Pretty.
And thank you. What I'm going to do is actually a couple things here. I'm going to create this sort of 90-degree angle bend, and I'm going to use one side to string through the capture chain. And I'm just going to go between the knits here. But I want to be a couple knits in, just anywhere between the ball chain. And then basically I will gather those up. And again, this I think would work better with thinner wire, because the thicker the wire, the harder it is to like bend all of this in an efficient manner. Let's see if I can grab my other chain nose pliers. Basically, I'm bundling them up close to each other. And my idea is just to stick them into the cap. But the wire is not as soft as I want it to be. So I don't think this is going to work. Might have to try again. But I'm going to see. I know I've got 22 gauge somewhere. And that would make things a heck of a lot easier. I'll show you guys my wire collection in the meantime.
Oh my gosh, you probably have so much. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, he's got some yellow.
I've got, I know. I do have that yellow.
You have some vintage bronze. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's not really going to match with this cone, but it might match enough to where I could just, loop it through that and call it good. So
yeah, what color did you use on the pendant? That kind of looks like a vintage.
It is. I believe it is.
Okay.
Same. Yeah. So that should be all right.
So it'll connect the two. It'll mix metal it.
Yes. Yeah, this one was way too... Something about like gold or silver plated wires that makes it really tough to use.
Yeah, I've always used the 20 gauge. But recently, I started using the 22. I used it this week, actually, the 22 also. And I'm getting more comfortable with it. But for some reason, like they always say, start with like the thinner ones to get comfortable with wire. I started with the thickest one. So for years, I only used 18 gauge and then I went down to 20. Now I'm starting to use 22. I just went the opposite way for some reason.
I started with the thinnest and then like realized I need thicker wire because it logistically made more sense.
Well, that's what they say. That's what I've learned that people say is to start thinner because it's more malleable. It's a little easier to work with. But for some reason, I was like, no, I must have the thickest wire. I think it was just more of an aesthetic thing. I like when I see like big chunky wire and like messy wire wraps. I just like it. So I think that was part of it. But now I'm learning like, oh yeah, this makes sense with this 22 gauge. This is a lot easier than what I was doing.
Well, at least you tried.
At least one of those do as I say, as I do things, right? Like
it's okay. I mean, you just have to trial. I will attribute it to trial and error.
Yeah. Good question, Debbie. Debbie's saying, how does everyone sort or keep their wire? Mine looks kind of like Nealay's does.
All over the place.
I have a drawer, like a plastic drawer that I have it all dumped in. And then I have little separators in that drawer where they're supposed to be each gauge, but it gets all jumbled up all the time.
Yeah. I have to have it in that tub. Like that's not my soft flex tub necessarily. I mean, it's my craft wire tub, but it's all soft flex. And then I've got a separate thing for my beading wire.
Yeah. Jenny says like she liked the control of the thicker, harder wire for learning to wrap. I think that's what it was. I'm so rough, and as I've gotten more comfortable wrapping, I'm not as rough as I used to be. I used to feel like I had to like strong arm it, and so if I were to pick up a 22 gauge wire, I would just like snap it. I was just like I would just be really like I'd go back and forth too much, or
overwork it.
I'd overwork it. Whereas the thicker wire, I felt like was a bit better for my heavier hand. I'll show you my craft wire thing here. I got these, I think at the Dollar Tree. So real fancy, real real fancy, but they work.
Can you put it on the screen? I want to see.
Yeah. I just didn't want to do it while you were in the middle of something.
Oh.
Okay. So they're like these little clear ones.
Yeah.
And then I have them inside of a bigger plastic drawer, you know?
Oh, you are so smart.
So they kind of wrangle a particular gauge, and I probably could stack another 4 on top actually, now that I'm looking at it, which might be a better option because I think I have a couple that have like 2 gauges in each one. But these are from the dollar store, and they're just like so little cute little plastic bins.
I mean, nobody wants a runaway spool at the end of it all. So having it like a box within the box was a good idea.
Right, exactly. And that's what I do with my soft wax too. Also from the dollar store. So again, here's like a big box. And then I've got these were there too. I think I don't know what they're, maybe utensils like in the kitchen aisle. But they're just like long.
To keep your
they're perfect for, well, actually they're perfect for both sizes. So I've got 2 rows. I'm gonna make a big old mess showing you this. But this is the 30-foot and the 100-foot spool. It fits in there perfectly. And then the smaller spools, I just kind of have to stick some along the sides, you know, so they're not as perfectly.
Not too strong.
But yeah.
I love it.
But it's it's been a good system. And then it's just one of those like plastic drawers, you know, like those that roll in and out. And that's right behind me, so I can grab it at any time.
I love that. Yeah, I've got my cabinet behind me that has my supplies in it. And then I've got a bookcase that's next to me as well that holds inventory and stuff. So I'm like surrounded in my bead stashery. Okay, I'm just putting terminators at the end. So this works the same as end caps. They just don't have a little like loop at the top, but they do have teeth on the inside. So all you do is just put your chain into the end cap. And I recently took off the coating off of this is very controversial. Just gonna put that up there. But as much as I've been preaching to have tool magic on it, I've actually stripped it off. And I need to reapply it, but my tool magic has turned to gunk. And so like I need to get more. But
someone just told me on the last video, who was I with? Rebecca. She was saying that it's discontinued.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if it's also just one of those things that's just like a bad chemical to have like nearby, because it's very, very odorous.
Yeah. Apparently there's something called Plasti Dip that you can get at the Home Depot kind of store.
Yeah.
Which might be similar. A few people have mentioned it on the video.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I will also say, I don't know if it's just the technology of the findings that have gotten better, but as long as you're using wide nose pliers and that you put the finding in all the way and then you press it down, like it won't nick at all.
That's very true. I think when you're using a thinner plier, that's when you're going to have a little trouble because it's going to slip.
Exactly. And for example, if I use a tapered pair, just make sure it's really inside of that wide area. So just take it back all the way. And then
so you're getting the most, the most area possible.
And you don't even have to be very like tough on it. It'll close up pretty good on its own.
You have done a fantastic job with your findings.
Thank you. It's come a long way for sure.
Mary, that totally works. Mary says she stores it in her wire in a large Ziploc bag, color sorted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that totally works. I actually store a lot of beads that way too.
So that's how you make a tassel. So I have, I guess, enough for like I wanted to make earrings, but they're both different colored, like wires at the top. So we'll just pick one for this necklace that I have in mind, which is using that matte chain that's included in the kit. And all I'm gonna do,
Stunning. Oh, that's so pretty.
I thought so too. I thought it's a beautiful, like, slightly contrasting my findings, but not too bad. But yeah, I thought I would kind of just attach all this stuff together. I'll do it at an angle so that I can fit everything in the camera. Something like this.
See, when you've got some gorgeous chain, a beautiful big pendant, a gorgeous tassel, it's like just minimalist beauty right there.
Yeah. Well, and we could still add beads to it because what I thought is I could just put these directly.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And just kind of spread them out, like randomly.
Like little charms. I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
So great. I love it. And then they're all a little different. That brings such personality to it. I love that.
I think it'll look good.
Debbie is wondering if you store your wires by color or do you also separate them by gauges, Nealay?
Me? No, they're all thrown in there. Now, I will say I only use really up to 2 gauges, and then sometimes I cheat with a third one. My preferred gauge is actually 20 and 26. But there are some projects that call for 28 and some projects that call for 22. So that's about as far as I can bleed out.
Those are your fringe ones. So if you had, awesome. I separate mine by the gauge, but I don't separate by the color. So basically, so I just do it by gauge because usually that's what I'm looking for first. A lot of the time is a certain gauge, and then I see what colors I have within that section.
Yeah. I go through my supplies like it's Christmas. And so, like,
unwrapping it, throwing them all over.
Yes. What you were doing about 10 minutes ago. So there's just, but it does bring a little bit of joy to like go through your stuff for you.
It does.
If it makes no sense.
It was fun to look through my beads today. I was just like,
I
have them stashed back there, and I hadn't looked at them in a while. But disappointed in the no opal. I gotta get some opal. Even just one. I think what I had gotten last time was we had just like one single bead that we were selling, because sometimes we'll just do like one pendant or something.
Right.
And that's what I had in the pink, but maybe I'll try a different one this time. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah. Like when I go to sit down to design, I tend to look for a gauge first. And then a lot of times what I'll do is like, if I find a color, like Nealay was looking for gold, I might be like, okay, do I have it in 2 or 3 gauges? And I'll pull them all out just so that I can, if I need to change my mind as I'm working or go thinner or thicker, I've got it there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll have to check out Sam. Sam has great opals, says Melanie.
Yeah. Of course he would.
I know.
He has every gemstone.
Sam has great gemstone beads. He does. He had some really pretty beads on with us this week that were very fall, rich fall, autumn colors.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Beads and Ziploc go well together. They do. They do.
So let's see. One here. So I just used my head pins to make a bunch of wrapped loops with my beads, and then I'm just sticking them directly onto the paper clip chain. Could not say that.
I like the toggle in the front too. That's nice touch.
Thank you. Yeah, it adds to the focalness of all of this, I think.
Which means you can even get a couple of those pendants, because some of them are all different, slightly different colors and have different tassels. And you can probably swap them out if you wanted to.
That's a great idea. Whoops, I did this on the wrong one.
Oh, he might have just answered your question. Karen, was it Karen? Oh, it was Annie saying it looks like the chain links are open links. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it easy to put on some baubles. Or link things to it, or, play with it however you like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a great reason to sort, Debbie, is to know what you've got, because you'd probably end up likely ordering the same thing again if you like a certain color or size.
Let's see. Pink goes there, that goes there.
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
Oh, this is supposed to be on that one. It's like the only real confusing thing here is which bead goes on which link, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward.
Right. Yeah, if you're trying to keep them symmetrical where they're on a certain number.
Exactly.
Be
like the layout should be symmetrical, but the beads themselves are random.
Right, exactly. I love this necklaces, Rachel. I know, I do too.
Go a few more. We can do that.
Ilyanka says she had to make spreadsheets, so she stopped ordering the same things over and over.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That is a whole nother level of bead inventorying. But
yeah, I can see how I would end up ordering the same things thinking, oh, I must be getting low because this is the one I use a lot. And then you're like, oh, I've got 3 of them.
Exactly.
Earthy beauty. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yay. Okay, so do here.
I love the mixture of the rich tones and then the softer ones. Like, it's just such a nice combination.
The gold is particularly very metallic here, and so like I think having the stones is definitely adding to like help soften its a little bit, but that was at least the thought process that was going through my head.
Oh, Rachel, that's funny. She found that she ordered some beads on a live sale one week and then reordered them again 3 weeks later without realizing them. Well, you really liked them then. They're definitely speaking to you.
Well, there we
Melanie
are.
says you make design look so easy, Nealay.
Oh, thank you guys. You're so sweet. Hi, Melanie. Didn't realize it was the Melanie Charno.
Yeah. And then I think that's Teresa. She's saying
yeah,
on Teresa. A rolling cart. So easy to keep track. Oh, that's smart.
Oh, yeah.
I like those rolling carts. I have all my art supplies on a rolling cart, but I can see how that would be fun to have all of your other supplies too, because then you could roll them in and roll them out as you wanted them next to you.
I want my TV snacks on a rolling cart.
That's a great idea.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes. Oh, Nealay, you rock. Let's bring that bracelet back in unless you have it on. Do you have it on?
Nope.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. I love how they're like coordinating, but they're not matchy-matchy, Like
they're
really,
the same family for sure.
exactly. They're in the same family. You can easily wear them together, but it's not like it's not like matchy, and I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh. That's true. Jenny says a rolling cart is also great for taking projects to work on while she watches TV, but then still has stuff in reach.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Or snacks.
I love it. And snacks. Yeah. You got to have snacks. But maybe just snacks.
maybe just snacks, you know?
That's great. This has been so fun. And these are two fabulous designs.
Yay, thank you.
What a great
I'm excited
design.
to see what everyone else makes. I did include a pair of single strand end caps in the bundle. You've got crimps, you've got soft flex wire. And so I think there's like a pretty good foundation of materials to like sort of start creating with. There is a custom color of capture chain, and I couldn't use it today because I sold it all to you guys.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah. So and there's 2 custom colors, in fact. So I'm very curious to see what you guys do. I do have a YouTube channel.
Yes, he does.
SilverSilk and More, at SilverSilk and More is the proper handle. But there's tons of tutorials on there and live shows. We do a show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time, and it's myself and another designer, and I think she was featured in the Customer Appreciation Week as well. Danielle
She
Wicks.
was. Danielle was on this week.
We love her, Danielle.
Of course. Yes. Oh, so go subscribe. I will bring up, I'll link that right now. Subscribe at SilverSilk and More. I know, I love that you guys do that series. How long have you been doing it now on Sundays?
I think almost this full year. I think we started in, what was it, February or March? Like we started early in the year, and then we've just sort of rolled with that because it's a nice spot in the week that all of us get to breathe, because Sundays are for leisure.
Right. So, Sundays are for just playing. Yeah, I love that.
And the show isn't like we're going to sit down and make this. It's more of just like, let's just get our beads out and do something with it.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun. I love that.
We come up with some new projects constantly and try and talk you guys through it. And then it helps myself and Daniela articulate ideas for future tutorials.
Kind of gives you a chance to chat and see what people are interested in seeing more of. And yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
And Melanie is mentioning the Silkies group, which is over on Facebook. So you want to get in with the Silkies over there. The SilverSilk Silkies. Let's see if I can get that link. I'm not as quick as Thomas is.
I'm not as quick as Joan. Joan has all of this like on fire, and I'm just like, you're like, she's like my mom's age basically, but she's way better at social media than I am.
Yeah, she's got it figured out. I know. Well, Thomas too, because he does these all the time, he kind of gets himself a little list, right, going. And so he's like ready during the
Meanwhile, I don't know what I'm usually doing except on camera. Yeah. But I guess we all have our strengths, right?
Exactly. What a beauty shot we got going on right here. I just love it. It looks fantastic. Thank you so much, Nealay, for hanging out with us, being just an awesome beadie friend and designer, and sharing all of this goodness with us and all of the customers out there. Look at that. Beautiful.
Now you could weave some soft flex through it. I just now thought about this.
Oh, you totally could. Yeah.
If you didn't want to put any of these like hanging beads on it, it'd be beautiful just to do like kind of what we did with the bracelet. And so like if you have just a regular, chain, you could just kind of weave
and add some beads.
Yeah.
Oh.
In and out.
How fun is that? Yes, that's really cool. So it can almost feel like a double strand, you know, like a neck mess, as Kate would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta put on without...
Kate and Candy. I think Kate and Candy call them neck messes.
I thought you called it chain candy for a second. I was like, oh, that's a great term.
Ooh, I like chain candy. That was just, yeah.
Can we let's you and I use that.
Chain candy. It's so cute.
It is cute.
What a great idea.
You can make your own chain candy.
Yeah, I love it. Because we were talking about snacks, so that makes sense.
On a pure snack level. Yeah.
So if we can't have actual candy, we can make some chain candy.
Yeah. They all require some sort of a caddy.
Right?
Of sorts.
Yeah, that's super fun. I'd love if anyone tries that, share it in the Silkies group and the Softflex VIP Studio group and let us know how it turned out, because that is such a great idea. Rustic Dragonfly Design says right now they're wanting candy necklaces. Yeah. New term, chain candy, just sort of happened.
Chain candy.
Love it. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with everybody, Nealay, that maybe we didn't touch upon or we want to mention again?
I don't think so, Kristen. This is sort of what I had envisioned for our adventure today, and
perfect.
Hopefully it gives folks some ideas for what to do with their bundle. But I'm excited.
Don't eat the beads, says Jenny. I know.
Yeah, don't eat the beads. Enjoy them and wear them.
Make sure to get real candy to eat.
Yeah, not edible.
These are not going to taste as good as
these are for these are eye candy, basically.
Yes.
Candy for your eyes. Exactly.
Super beautiful. I love the little pops of green in there, and the fluorite actually ties that in so nicely too.
I mean, fluorite goes with everything, but that's just my opinion.
Speaking of fluorite, last chance to get your hashtag fluorite added to the comments for the giveaway.
Oh boy, get that fluorite is it hashtag fluorite? Get the
hashtag fluorite. Yeah.
Should I enter in? Can I enter in? I don't think I'm allowed to, though.
I don't think you're allowed. Who was it? Oh, Sam. I think it was Sam entered one time and he won. And that was hysterical. I feel like it was on Customer Appreciation Week one year, too. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah. We were like, Sam, his name popped up as the winner.
I would expect no less from him.
I know. I think that that was hysterical. I think he was just being cheeky entering, right? And was not expecting that he was going to win it. But we were like, sorry, we're choosing someone else.
It sounds like something he would do, though.
Oh my gosh. Well, we've got 60-something entries, but we've got almost 100 of you watching with us. So
that's wonderful. You guys have to have at least 100 entries then, right?
Right? Let's get a couple more entries in there. Don't you guys want to win some wire? Some Softflex fluorite? Beautiful, beautiful color wire that Nealay was using today.
And especially if you paired it with that mustard. I mean, hello.
So good.
So good.
So good. It's funny how like the color, like you pair it with the mustard and it really kind of takes on like that minty tone. And then if you paired it with like a brown, I bet you it would change it a little bit too.
Yeah. These are from the pop-up shop as well. And they're not stone. They're actually resin.
Oh, cool.
I thought these would be cool with like, I don't know. Maybe I should just, well, we don't have time, but
we've got a half hour until the after party. If you just want to keep it going, that's up to you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to like exhaust you with my craziness.
Well, I think at this point I'm just slap happy. So after this week, how about you guys out there? You guys slap happy a little bit too from watching all these videos? It's been so much fun. to hang out with all of you all week long.
So much fun.
I mean, it'd be kind of nice if this was just my job every week.
I thought it was. Or is it not?
I know it's not. I do have other stuff I have to do, but yeah, maybe one day I could just be the host.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you not so much on the creativity side, but like, yeah, I get what I see you.
Yeah, just get to hang out, right?
Yes. Which that's what I'm doing.
Oh, Stephanie says she always enters, but she rarely wins.
Oh, snap. Maybe
you
today's
never
your
know.
lucky day.
Yeah, you
She's
got to
one
be in it
silver
to
silk
win it.
before.
So Karen's gonna let us know after she slaps herself awake.
Oh my
See?
goodness.
Slap happy. That's what happens. Liz says, it's been so amazing. I love all of the presenters and Softlex creations. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Melanie's, this is only the second one I caught. Oh, because you had to have a procedure. I hope you're doing okay and healing. And luckily, they're all available on replay. So maybe while you're resting up, you can catch up with some of the ones you've missed this week.
Yeah, sometimes the recovery medicines make you slap happy, and that's the best time to watch the shop.
Yeah, you might not want your bead to be working on your beads, but it might be fun to watch.
Yep.
Or who knows? Maybe some interesting creative things will happen.
Exactly.
Oh, Dad had the procedure. You've just been helping. Okay. Well, I hope Dad is doing well and that he's healing quickly.
Yeah.
Stephanie is enjoying watching the live. All right, I got 71 of you.
Yeah.
But now that Nealay's designing again, you might have a little more time to enter.
I don't know. I'm filling in the spare like moments here with scrap. Like these are all scraps that I'm using, and then just some crimps and stuff, right? So it's not like
yes. Always keep your scraps. Anything that's like a few inches long, I definitely keep because you can always use them.
I was like ready to toss this, and then I was like, no. I like jumped at the trash can, and
what am I thinking? I could make something else with this.
I was dumpster diving in my own trash can for.
Well, that's better than doing it for what was George Costanza getting, like the eclair or something.
Oh. That's a whole nother thing.
Speaking of snacks, what was it? Was it an eclair? I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was like, or a piece of cake or something.
Oh, Lordy. Sounds about right.
Anne wants us to mention TGBE. Okay, we can mention TGBE. TGBE is the Great Bead Extravaganza. It's coming up next month. What date is it? I feel like it's the 19th.
I have it here. October 17th is the preview party.
Okay.
The 18th and 19th are the presentation dates.
Awesome. And Nealay and I will be there, as well as a bunch of other friends that present during the Great Bead Extravaganza. You could join us over in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group and Facebook page. And we also have a YouTube channel. So I would check out all of those places. Subscribe and follow there, and then you'll see us when we go live. I know that we have a kit called the Black Brilliance kit that is already available. And then Nealay was just talking about what he was thinking about getting together for that before we went live. So that might be coming soon.
Yeah, very soon, because it was one of those things that I spent a lot of time to make into and I say kit in its full terminology now. So it's got everything in there. You don't need to buy anything extra, no clasp or anything. But I haven't launched it yet. I'm going to wait probably till next week, and then it will all be, it's one of those things that I got to get time to like properly put online. and you know, do all the things for it. So bear with me on that at least. But it will be a kit that will be used for TGBE.
So coming soon, coming shortly from
Yes.
Nealay.
Thank you.
Yes, Teresa says, I love that the community got together to help us through the pandemic and COVID. And we all always impress. I love that we did that too. I think it was such a lovely thing, and just so kind of natural that it came together. And then it's been such a joy to be able to continue it and to grow it and all these years.
It feels like a bleep of time, though. Like, how did 5 years pass by?
It's such a time warp. It's such a strange thing. I feel like every time I'm thinking about when I last did something, like it's like there's like that chunk of time that's just like lost in the ether.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I know I was younger then, but I feel, I don't know.
Nealay, hold that up again. That was really pretty.
Yeah.
I love the darker bead on the bottom.
Yeah, I guess it could be. It's very lightweight because the resin doesn't have any weight to it. So, you know, but it
So
looks like
pretty.
it'd be kind of cool to just have it float. Like, what if I just left a bunch of space and then it could just like do a thing?
Oh, and just like kind of like a duster a little bit, like move around.
Like a little bit of a duster.
I like it.
Or is that too much space? Like, should I just leave a little bit or not any? I don't know. You guys help me.
I feel like it either needs to be close or it needs to be like a decent amount. Otherwise it looks like you didn't mean to do it.
You didn't do anything to it.
I would say make it long, because if you road test it, which is what I like to do with a lot of my designs, and it's not working, you can easily make it shorter. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You could easily shorten it, but I feel like leaving it long could be super fun.
I think so too. I think I'm going to trim off this just so it doesn't get in the way. And then now it's
before times. Yeah. It is like the before times.
The before times.
It's like such a weird thing, because I'm always like, oh my gosh, that was actually, even I was looking at some artwork I had done, and I was like, oh wow, I did that in 2020? Really? 5 years ago? Like, that feels really crazy to me. Like, it doesn't feel like it was that long, because it's just like such a time warp the last few years.
Yes, for sure.
I know. Chrissy says, it's resin. I thought it was a gemstone. It's gorgeous. I know. It is gorgeous. It looks just like a gemstone.
Beside myself when I pick these out. I
You're
have
like,
good
I love it.
They're all different too. Here, I'll show you.
Which it would be just like a natural stone. They'd all be a little bit different, you know? So
it's bizarre. But they were of standard to high quality and met my snobby decision making, I guess, for like, good stuff.
Bridget is suggesting a brown rectangle bead. Are you thinking above the little bead on the that's pretty.
Oops. I have a few of those rectangles left, so that would work.
Pretty.
Yeah, I like this.
Jenny says, if they weren't gorgeous, Nealay wouldn't have bought them.
Exactly.
Nealay has a very good taste.
Very specific taste.
Very specific taste.
Oh no, I have to go and find more of these. I know I've got some somewhere, maybe.
Oh, take it off the necklace. Maybe switch it to something else.
Oh yeah, good idea.
If there's one on there.
That's a great idea. There is one on here, but I have it on a wire wrap loop, so I have to take it off that. I mean, not that that's not really a hard thing to do, but
Right. I see what you're saying.
I'll just do it.
This is what happens sometimes. You use up that last bead, and then you have to go. You gotta work it out.
Either your world is ending, or you just switch a few things.
Right. Are those on your site, Nealay? They are. I saw them in the pop-up shop.
Which one? Oh, these guys?
The leaves, right?
Yeah. Those are on the pop-up shop. Guys, don't forget to use 10 pop during checkout to get 10% off. Just saves a little bit. Like, we all could use a little bit of savings for shipping and stuff, you know, and sometimes that helps.
For sure. Let's see. Where are they? I thought they're on the pop. I thought I saw them on the pop-up shop. Oh, there they are. There they are. You get it's a 2-piece. You get them in a 2-piece set. So I'm going to link them.
2-piece and a biscuit. You don't get a biscuit, but you do get 2 pieces.
We're going to have to stop for snacks.
We're going to have to stop right immediately for snacks.
Melanie, sure, I'll do the drawing. I'm supposed to wait till the end, but we just kept going. So.
She's like, we're ready.
she's got to get going. All right, so we've got 74 entries. Let's go ahead and draw a winner. We'll let Nealay keep designing.
Yeah. Well, no, doesn't it do the like spinny wheel thingy? That's always my favorite.
It does. It does. I know there was one time I forgot to switch it over and I drew before and I was like so disappointed in myself because everyone missed the spinny wheel thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Helene Jewel or Helen Jewel.
Helen Jewel.
Awesome. I've seen you here a couple of times this week watching videos. So that's lovely. Are you still here?
Are you with us?
Because we've been going for a while. So are you still here with us? Is the question. Please let us know in the comments. We'll give you a few minutes since I know there's a little bit of a delay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're no rush.
Next thing you know, Nealay's going to start adding little cookies to the orders. Everyone needs a snack.
Everyone needs a snack.
And you get a snack. Oh, she's here. Hooray. Congratulations.
Yay. Congrats, Helen.
Yay. Great. Congrats, Helen. Go ahead and email us at info@softflexcompany.com and let us know your shipping address and that you won on Nealay's show. And we will get your prize in the mail. You're going to win a 10-foot spool of Softflex in the fluorite color.
I should have entered.
You should. I know that would have been very funny if you would have won. I would have been like you should have just entered just to see. I know. Then we would have told Sam that you won up.
And then he would have been like gravely disappointed. I would have attempted such a thing.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh.
So fun.
I do need to get a snack. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I had a little bit of like salami and cheese in between Joyce's video and your video just to make sure
you got basically a partial charcuterie board. So all that's
missing. I did. Just a little
thing. Like round up your day.
Nice little cocktail and some snacks, and we'll be back for our after party. Thanks everybody.
That's kind of where I'm at today.
I know. Are you going to come back since it's going to be in just a few minutes? Are we going to see you for a little while?
I think yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, cool. This has been so much fun as always. I was very excited I got to host you this year, Nealay.
I'm always delighted when I get to hang out with either or both of you. Like it's just You guys are so close to me as friends, and like anytime that we get together, it's always good vibes. And
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, same to you. I love it, love it. I was very excited about hosting you this year because I think Sarah usually snags this spot.
Well, she'll be at the after party, from what I understand. So
she will be. And you're gonna get, yes, then you'll get both of us in the after party. Linda is asking, is the gold chain available, or was it just
sadly
in your
I am out of that beautiful matte gold chain, but I do have it in my noggin of where to shop for it in Tucson. So I bet I could find it again, but it'll be later on. I just used that entire chain bulk spool that I had for the kits.
Right. That happens sometimes. So, but it is a very beautiful chain. And now that you've used it and people probably really adore it, it's good
And
to.
it's a copper core too, so it's not made with like weird metals or anything. So that was also why I picked it out from the specific vendor. So I go into like, I'm starting to go more into the nitty gritty about metals and things, and just making sure that it's
discerning taste. But it's good because it does help you focus in on what you want to pick up. You know, it kind of helps to like move stuff out of the way that just doesn't fall in line with what your vision is, and then it makes it a little easier to shop that way because you've got a plan.
Like a
well,
base.
It sounds like Bert has given up on me ending this video and he's doing the dishes. I don't know if you can hear him.
I hear some passive aggressive moving in the back.
So I'm going to get a snack. He's going to finish the dishes, and then we're all going to come back here in just another 15 or 20 minutes for the after party. Thank you, everybody. Be sure to go check out Nealay's shop over at SilverSilk and more. And also go to softluxcompany.com and pick up some of our new products. And also we've got that CAW treat bag for you if your order gets over $129 or more. Details right on the homepage. It sounds like the rattling of some pots and pans. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, we'll see you all real soon. Okay, love you.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.